If I may, once again, I'd like to mention that after the race is about 60 minutes after, about an hour, they have the DVD of an individual race, and if you have someone involved in that race and would care to have a very pleasant souvenir of the 39th edition of the San Diego Crew Classic and your particular individual involved in that, then stop by the merchandise tent. For a mere $15, you get a wire-to-wire race coverage DVD that might be very enjoyable.
Lane assignments for event number 83, Men's Collegiate Novice 8 Grand Final. Lane 1, Gonzaga University. Lane 2, University of California. Lane 3, Orange Coast College. Lane 4, University of British Columbia. Lane 5, University of California, San Diego. Lane 6, UCLA. We have a start. We're 100 meters into the race, and California and Orange Coast College are your early leaders, with California having a 4-seat advantage over Orange Coast College. A little bit of a gust of breeze as we come through this 250-meter mark, but it's California now by 6 seats over Orange Coast College in second. Third position is Gonzaga over in lane number 1. Fourth position is UC San Diego, then it's UCLA. Final spot, University of British Columbia. California now exploding on those footboards, now has a full boat length over Orange Coast College. The Pirates of Orange Coast have a 4-seat advantage over Gonzaga, who has that third position. Quite a good boat race between UCLA and UCSD out here in lanes 5 and 6. But as we approach the 500-meter mark, much like the junior varsity crew from Cal, the Golden Bears with open water over Orange Coast College. So at 500 meters it is California, followed by Orange Coast College that has a 6-seat advantage over Gonzaga. The fourth position going to University of California, San Diego. The next spot to the University of British Columbia, and in that 6th spot, UCLA.
Cal are doing what we expected them to do in this race. Their time from the heats yesterday was 16 seconds faster than anybody else in the race. They're a class apart, and the crew that might get closest to them will be the Orange Coast crew in lane 3. This is actually Orange Coast B crew. Their A crew, who were in the heats yesterday, did not make the final. And this is their B crew, who are competing so well right here. Gonzaga did a good time yesterday and will give Orange Coast crew a really good race. But essentially it's going to be Cal first, Daylight second, and then the real race happening between the rest of the crews.
Orange Coast out there in the lane number 3 has a slight advantage over Gonzaga. But as Charles mentioned, and you saw with the sweep of the camera, the rather large distance between and open water to California, the crew that is on the lead at this time. Then University of California, San Diego, UCLA, and British Columbia on the trail. Cal on the upper left. Lower right would be Orange Coast College. And at 1,000 meters, it continues to beat Cal. They jumped off to that early lead. And Orange Coast College is trying to shadow them and stay with them. But right now, Orange Coast College has their hands full with Gonzaga apparently having moved into that second position. So it is California, Gonzaga, and the Orange Coast College B crew. Then we have a lot of open water back to the University of California, San Diego, UCLA, and British Columbia. We're on the water with the Men's Collegiate Novice Grand Final.
And as you saw approaching the start of the third 500 there, Gonzaga have started to make their move on Orange Coast and may have moved level with them or even slightly past them. And we see the shot now. Gonzaga have probably got about a third of a boat length's advantage over the Orange Coast College B crew.
California running away and hiding with this one. The competition that we're seeing is Gonzaga and Orange Coast College B crew. And then all the way back, open water, to the University of California, San Diego, UCLA on the outside, making a move on the Tritons from UCSD, and then British Columbia is trailing. Cal is ever so steadily lengthening out their lead. Looks to be about 4 boat lengths of open water right now. Competition has tightened up somewhat in second place there, with Gonzaga along the shoreline fighting it out with the Orange Coast College B crew, and then all the way to the outside, the University of California, San Diego and UCLA. And then the only crew that is out of touch with that group would be the British Columbia team from the university in Vancouver.
Although they're not so much out of it. There's a good race going on at the back half of the field, presently headed by UC San Diego, and then very tight between UCLA and UBC, University of British Columbia. But at the front, California continue their exhibition, and it's a very tight race for second place between Gonzaga, who seem to have the present advantage, and Orange Coast College.
This is Cal on the front by a whole bunch. And let's just take a peek at the second place finisher. It is Gonzaga running hard, trying to hold off Orange Coast College. It is Gonzaga along the shoreline, Orange Coast College outside, as the University of California does finish in first position. And it is Gonzaga near side, Orange Coast College out in lane number 3. And then the University of California, San Diego has gotten past UCLA on the outside, with British Columbia trailing. As they come down to the wire in the fight for the second position in this race, it is Gonzaga holding off for second place. Orange Coast College B crew coming in apparently third and unofficially. It'll be the University of California, San Diego making up a lot of ground late in this race to get past UCLA for the 4th and 5th position, and British Columbia. Impressive row by California, Charles.
It was very impressive. Obviously a class crew, as so many Cal novice boats are, drawn from very, very experienced junior rowers. It's significant that Gonzaga was celebrating their second place finish there as if it was a win, and in many respects that's what it was for them.